Hello everyone, this is Pushpong. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see about the women rights violations. Women in India face systemic discrimination and human rights violations despite constitutional guarantees and progressive laws. While India has made strides in women's empowerment, deep-rooted patriarchy, socio-economic disparities, and weak enforcement of laws perpetuate gender-based injustices. Constitutional and legal framework. India's constitution ensures equality, Articles 14 to 16, prohibits discrimination, Article 15, and allows affirmative action, Article 15(3). Key laws include Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act, 2005, Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act, 2013, Criminal Law Amendments, 2013, Post-Nirbhaya Case, Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, 2006, Dowry Prohibition Act, 1961, gaps. Poor implementation, low conviction rates, and cultural resistance hinder effectiveness. Major human rights violations against women. A. Gender-based violence. 1. Domestic violence. 30% of Indian women face spousal violence, NFHS 5. Underreporting due to stigma, economic dependence, and family pressure. 2. Sexual violence. 31,677 reported rapes in 2021, NCRB, with low conviction rates, 27.2%. Marital rape remains legal, exception 2, IPC Section 375. 3. Dowry-related harassment and deaths. 6,966 dowry deaths reported in 2021, NCRB. Dowry demands persist despite legal bans. 4. Honor killings and acid attacks. Patriarchal control over women's choices, marriage, attire. 150+ acid attacks annually, NCRB estimates. B. Discrimination in education and employment. Literacy gap. Female literacy, 70.3%, lags behind male, 84.7%. Census 2011. Workforce participation. Only 19% of women work formally, World Bank 2021. Gender pay gap. Women earn 19% less than men, ILO. C. Health and reproductive rights. Maternal mortality. 97 deaths per 100,000 live births, 2020. Female infanticide and sex-selective abortions. Skewed sex ratio, 929 females per 1,000 males. Lack of menstrual health access. 23% of girls drop out of school due to menstruation, UNICEF. D. Caste and religious minority women. Dalit women face double discrimination, caste plus gender. 10+ rapes of Dalit women daily, NCRB 2021. Muslim women. Triple talaq banned, 2019, but socioeconomic marginalization persists. E. Trafficking and forced labor. India is a hotspot for trafficking, 20,000+ cases in 2021. Women and girls forced into prostitution, domestic servitude. The barriers to justice. 4. Police apathy. Victim blaming, refusal to file FIRs. Slow judicial process. 165,000 pending rape cases, 2021. Cultural stigma. Fear of ostracization prevents reporting. The government and NGO initiatives are Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, 2015. Girl Child Education, One-Stop Centers, OSCs. Support for Violence Survivors. NGO efforts. SEWA, AWAG, Majlis Legal Center. International Human Rights Perspectives, which are CEDAW, ratified 1993. India fails on full compliance. UN Special Rapporteurs highlight violence against women. The case study is about Nirbhaya, 2012, led to stricter anti-rape laws. The Nirbhaya case, 2012, is one of the most horrific and widely publicized cases of sexual violence in India, leading to nationwide protests and significant legal reforms. Here's a detailed overview. Background of the case. Victim: a 23-year-old physiotherapy intern, Jyoti Singh, referred to as Nirbhaya, Fearless One, by the media to protect her identity. Date and location. The crime occurred on December 16, 2012, in Delhi, India. Incident: Jyoti Singh and her male friend were returning home after watching a movie when they boarded a private bus, misleadingly posing as a public transport bus. The crime: assault. 6 men, including the bus driver, brutally gang raped Jyoti Singh and assaulted her friend. Weapons used: an iron rod and other objects were used, causing severe internal injuries. Abandonment: the victims were thrown out of the bus, naked and bleeding, on the roadside. Aftermath and protests: Jyoti Singh was admitted to Safdarjung Hospital in critical condition and later airlifted to Singapore for further treatment, where she died on December 29, 2012. The case triggered massive protests across India, demanding stricter rape laws, better women's safety, and faster justice. Public outrage led to the formation of the Justice Verma Committee, which recommended sweeping reforms in sexual assault laws. Legal proceedings and punishment: accused: Ram Singh, bus driver, allegedly committed suicide in jail, March 2013. Mukesh Singh, Vinay Sharma, Akshay Thakur, Pawan Gupta, and a juvenile, tried in a fast-track court. Juvenile, 17 at the time, given the maximum sentence of 3 years in a reform facility. 4 adults, Mukesh, Vinay, Akshay, Pawan, convicted, September 2013, for rape, murder, and unnatural offences. Sentenced to death, March 2014, by the Delhi High Court. Upheld by the Supreme Court, May 2017. Executed on March 20, 2020, after prolonged legal appeals. Impact and Reforms 1. Criminal Law Amendment Act, 2013. Expanded the definition of rape, increased penalties, and introduced new offenses like acid attacks and stalking. 2. Fast-track courts established for quicker trials in sexual assault cases. 3. Juvenile Justice Act Amendment, 2015, allowed minors aged 16 to 18 to be tried as adults in heinous crimes. 4. Increased public awareness, sparked debates on gender violence, women's safety, and patriarchal mindsets. Legacy: Jyoti Singh's case remains a symbol of the fight against sexual violence in India. Her parents actively advocate for women's rights and legal reforms. The case inspired documentaries like India's Daughter, 2015, and Delhi Crime, 2019 Netflix series. The Nirbhaya case exposed deep-rooted issues in India's justice system and society, leading to significant, though still insufficient, changes in how sexual violence is addressed. Here are some additional aspects of women's rights. Reproductive rights 1. Access to contraception. Women have the right to access contraception and make informed choices about their reproductive health. 2. Safe and legal abortion. Women have the right to safe and legal abortion, free from coercion or restriction. Economic rights 1. Equal pay. Women have the right to equal pay for equal work, free from discrimination. 2. Property rights. Women have the right to own and control property, including land and assets. Social and cultural rights 1. Freedom from violence. Women have the right to live free from violence, including domestic violence, sexual harassment, and trafficking. 2. Right to education. Women have the right to access education, free from discrimination and barriers. Legal rights 1. Right to legal recourse. Women have the right to seek legal recourse and justice for violations of their rights. 2. Protection from discrimination. Women have the right to protection from discrimination based on sex, gender, or other grounds. Challenges and opportunities 1. Intersectionality. Women's experiences and challenges intersect with other factors, such as race, class, caste, and disability. 2. Empowerment through technology. Technology can empower women by providing access to information, education, and economic opportunities. 3. Grassroots movements. Grassroots movements and activism can play a crucial role in promoting women's rights and challenging patriarchal norms. Next is recommendations. Strengthen law enforcement. Fast-track courts, gender-sensitive policing. Education and awareness. Combat patriarchal norms early. Economic empowerment. More SHGs, wage equality. Legal reforms. criminalize marital rape, improve POCSO implementation. In the conclusion, while India has progressive laws, patriarchal attitudes and institutional failures perpetuate women's rights violations. Systemic change requires legal, social, and economic reforms.